I wanted to focus on window cleaning. There's no chemicals really, it's filtered water. And so window cleaning is a little bit more detail oriented, I would say. We're in the home a lot of the time. And but it's fun.
Welcome to Opportunity Knocks. I'm your host, Todd Patton, and today I have Swiss cheese, Joey Swisa.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Swisa.
Yeah, Swisa. That's
Swisa.
You got it right.
Joey, man, great to have you. And
right.
The Swiss cheese was actually a joke because back in high school, that was Joey's nickname. Back in high school, right?
Yeah. It's just growing up. Yeah, totally.
Awesome. So Joey's co-owner of Shepherd Window Cleaning, and your partners, as I just talked about, are incredible. I'm excited to learn more about you and hear your backstory, because for you to get involved with Gledston
and Roger,
yeah. these two are all stars. Yeah. I mean, these guys are great. It tells me something about you. You got to be up there with them. I know. I'm excited to learn about you, man. So tell me a little bit about your story. How long has Shepherd been in business?
Yeah, so I've been in business for 7 years now. I started it in 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've been in business quite a while. Good. I started out mostly pressure cleaning and paver sealing and whatnot, and then I guess this is part of the story is from breathing in all the chemicals, I was like young and dumb, not wearing a respirator or anything like that. I developed like an allergy to chlorine, so I stopped pressure cleaning for quite a while. I took a job with a friend of mine for like a year. I was subbing out some of the work, and I just was dying to get back into it full time. I could not work for anybody. I loved being in business. And
when did that transition happen? When did you went back in?
That was 2022.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So COVID, like right after.
Yeah.
COVID.
So I was about 4 or 5 years in. Then I took a break and then back in full time. And that's when Gledston and Roger and I kind of formulated a plan. I wanted to focus on window cleaning. There's no chemicals really, it's filtered water and soap, and I could do it. I saw a lot of potential in it, and I needed someone trustworthy to take care of all my good customers that I had spent so much time building and taking care of. So that's kind of how the partnership came about.
Awesome. So what's the biggest difference between your old career in pressure cleaning? That's all you did, right?
Yeah.
And versus window cleaning out, what's the big? Obviously, I know the difference between the services, but is there anything as far as like your routine dealing with the clients and anything that changed?
I wouldn't say it's that much. I mean, window cleaning is a little bit more detail oriented, I would say. We're in the home a lot of the time, but it's fun. I mean, it's less. I wouldn't say it's less equipment. I started focusing on it thinking it's less equipment, but it's really like to do a good job and to have the good equipment to do all the properties that you want to be able to service properly. You need a lot of good equipment. So it's just a little different. You're a little bit more clean. You're not, you don't smell like chlorine and you don't get dirt all over you as much as you do window cleaning. I mean, as pressure cleaning, but
And talk to me about the process. So if you go to a house and you're looking at, you could tell right away if somebody like, wow, your windows are bad, right? You can see it.
Yeah.
But then you do inside and outside, right? Or
we do. Yeah. So it's up to the customer, obviously, but we do offer both. And I recommend doing the inside once a year. The outside is as often as you really want to.
What's that typically? Every 2-3 months?
So I have customers that are on the ocean some I do weekly, some I do every month. Yeah, a lot.
Wow.
Because all
every
the salt
week,
exposure, you get so much salt.
Jeez.
So yeah, I have a couple customers that we do the east-facing windows that face the ocean every week, pretty much, and then I have a lot that are every 3 weeks or every month. We're doing the whole house. It's just that's kind of the nature of it. So it depends on where your house is to answer your question. If you're east, you kind of require a lot more. If you're a little bit farther west, you get more bugs and things like that, but it's not as bad. So
let's talk about the the fact that it's an eco-friendly. Tell me a little bit about.
Yeah, so that's the one thing I like about window cleaning is, other than when we have calcium deposits, we use a harsh chemical to remove calcium deposits usually, but other than that, it's pretty easy. So it's just, like I said, filtered water and soaps. So, and then with the soaps, I like to use like fragrance free soaps and stuff like that. So it is pretty eco friendly, and not toxic.
Mm-hmm.
So, but other than that, there's no like harsh chemicals. So that's what I like about it.
Awesome. And then you mentioned the water out east and being there's obviously salt and things like that. What location? I mean, do you do just Broward, or are you out?
We're all the way pretty much from Broward to I do all of Martin County too.
Oh
So
wow.
all of
Okay.
Port St. Lucie. I go as far as Fort Pierce, and if it's a really good job, I'll go a little bit farther. But that's about it. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. And then how do people find you? Is it on the website? Is that where you're getting
Yeah,
calls?
Google our website and a lot of referrals. I mean
You guys have great reviews.
Yeah.
The good news is they're going to be finding you on the One Home app soon.
Totally.
When that comes out. That's exciting. So glad to have you on that platform. And talk a little bit about your process. So if somebody wants to get their windows cleaned, and obviously it's not rocket science. If you have dirty windows, you should get it cleaned. That's pretty common. But as far as like frequency, plans, you have like packages that you do. I mean, you mentioned weekly. That's insane.
Yeah. So we do have like a subscription service for the window cleaning. So anything more than once a year, we consider a subscription that we could do for you if someone's interested in more than once a year. And so there's a lot of benefits that we have with that, which some of it is like priority. Obviously, you get a discount, and then priority scheduling, and you get discounts on any other window cleaning related services. You get, if you refer us, you get a referral fee. If you refer us to someone and they sign up for a subscription, you can get up to a full window cleaning service free.
Awesome.
So yeah, we do offer subscriptions, and like I said, it's pretty customizable. We do quarterly, biannual, and monthly as the basics, but if someone wants more or less, we offer it. So yeah.
I love it. So how does that look? Obviously they have to be home when they're doing it. So it's almost like cleaning a house, right? It's a little different than a pool because you don't have to be home. They can just go in the backyard. But with yours, is it, or I guess people might just want outside.
Yeah, it's only when the inside, when we're cleaning the inside of the windows, that the homeowner has to be home, which is nice for the customers that are doing it super often. Like the same, a pool guy is showing up once a month or, once a week. Where if we're doing your windows once a month, you don't have to be home for it unless we're coming inside. And so it's pretty easy. And we just show up, we do our job, and you get all the notifications that we're on our way and when we're finished and all that. So
great.
It's nice.
And then as far as the scariest window you've ever cleaned, has there ever been, you walked into a house, you're like, man, there's no way I'm gonna
Yeah. So some post-construction cleaning, which is not fun to do, but we do offer it, is so like after the house is completed and you get all your tapes and just scum and stuff all over these windows. So probably one of the scariest windows I've cleaned, I would say there's two. One is I was on like a 36-foot ladder scraping this stuff off of a window. That's not
36 foot.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's tall. And it was windy and cold. It's just not fun. So that's why I love the pull system, because that's like the biggest thing now is that we rarely have to use a ladder on a home, only to remove screens and to maybe get on a balcony or a rooftop where there's a window. But generally, we're not putting up a ladder to every window to clean it. We have a pull system. It's much safer and it does a better job. So, and then the only other window that was like super scary is my first time using a boom lift. We did like a little commercial building, and those, like, contrary to what you think, the smaller boom lifts are actually way scarier.
You're talking about they have the
like the straight arm boom lifts.
Oh no!
So it was like crazy. A 40-foot boom lift, but it is like articulating and it's like super skinny. So when it's windy, it just blows like everywhere. So we were up cleaning like a 3rd-story window on that thing, and it's just like rocking back and forth. And I'm not good with that stuff, so that was pretty scary. Yeah.
Oh man! So tell me about, and we'll finish it with this. The vision you have as a young entrepreneur, which I love. You're probably thinking there's a lot you can do in this industry. Like there's a lot of growth. I love the subscription model.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts as far as like how to scale this and how to grow, and or is it maybe not? Maybe just focus on what we have now, and then when we get it, things opportunities that come up.
Yeah. I definitely want to grow the business. That's I think anyone that's in business that doesn't want to grow, I don't know why, but
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of window cleaners out there. There's a lot of franchised window cleaning companies. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would my first answer would be whatever God wills. If business grows, it does, and if it doesn't, I'm not going to be upset about it. But yeah, my plan is to grow it for sure, and I think just something that we stand out apart from everyone else is just our quality of service, which is anyone can say that, but to actually do a good
Mm-hmm.
job and to be around the home and take care of the home the way that we do, I think is special. Um, and that shows in all of our reviews, and a lot of our customers that have been with us for a long time, they only trust us to come in their home, especially when you're inside of a home
Yeah.
cleaning the windows in a home. You have to really trust somebody. So I have a lot of people who just they give us the code to get in the house, and they just let us do our thing, and they trust us. And so we like that. I've been working like in the service industry like since I started the business, even when I was doing pressure
Yeah.
cleaning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want to grow. I want to have several trucks in different areas and really grow it and do a good job.
But God's gonna lead that.
But whatever
It's
his
not up
plan
to
is,
you.
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
love that, man. By the way, did you see the NCAA Auburn? Have you seen? Did you follow basketball?
I don't follow it too much,
Oh, you
but go
should
ahead. Let
watch
me
it.
know.
It's pretty awesome. Bruce Pearl, who is Jewish, um, but he basically is very religious, and he loves that his team. He's like, hey, look, we all have the same God, and let's all support this. And it's a really cool story how they're and these are college kids that are usually wild and out of control, but
Yeah,
they have a prayer group that the whole team gets together and they
cool.
pray before. It's
Yeah,
a really cool story.
yeah. I'll check
But
it
they
out.
did a special on that with how Bruce Pearl, who's the coach of Auburn, is really supports everybody's religion.
Yeah,
It's just really cool.
nice. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, man, Joey, I'm excited for the year up ahead and all we're going to do with one home and having Shepherd involved. And so glad you're part of the team, man.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.